Okay, so this is the Xtrons GM factory fit style radio, touchscreen, model PE89JCC1PL. Not really sure if that's the exact model number, but that's the SKU number if y'all are interested in one of these after I put this in. This is a touchscreen, Android operated entertainment system, but it's not doesn't have a DVD player or CD player or anything like that. It uses all digital type formats. And first, I just really quick, I want to make mention that I ordered this from an eBay seller, Xtrons DVD radio or something like that, or Android DVD radio, and it was shipping out of China. And the reason why I ordered it from them versus an American seller was they were the only ones that had the 9.0 Android version already. So I ordered it from them, and I expected it to take about a month to get here, but I ordered it on a Monday and I had it by Wednesday night. And I tracked the shipping, and it shipped from Hong Kong all the way to South Georgia in 3 days. So, or well, really a day and a half. So I just want to give a huge shout out to them. So far, I'm super impressed with that, because that never happens. I had free shipping. I didn't pay anything extra for shipping. And the price was right in line with what American sellers were selling the 8.0 version for. A few bucks more, not much. But some of the statistics on this thing, or stats on this thing, is it's got a PX5 A53 64-bit processor, the octa-core. It's 4 gigabytes of RAM, 32 gigabytes of ROM, running the Android 9 operating system, 8-inch screen. It's got a ton of input and output options with RCAs and you know, things like that. It's now the version I have, it doesn't have a DVD slot, it doesn't have an SD card slot, none of that stuff. It's purely digital. My plans for this are really to run kind of, you could actually mirror your phone, and I'm gonna try that, and we'll see how that works. That way I don't have to download a whole bunch of more crazy apps and stuff. So, but we're gonna give it a shot. Real quick, I just wanted to show y'all the box, and we'll show you real quick what comes in the box and what I ordered. And like I said, this particular model is for 2007 to 2013 GM Chevrolet product. All right, right on top you got the user's manual, and we'll check that out later. Nobody cares about looking at a user's manual. Very thick foam, and I mean, it was completely surrounded. I mean, let me put that back in there. It's completely surrounded. Here, we'll just, whoop, that took out the camera. We'll put that back in there, and we'll do it this way. That way y'all can see. It's well, maybe I can't do it this way. Can't get my fat finger in there. Yeah, all right. Come on now. Oh, no, I'm not doing it that way. Okay, so very thick foam. Very impressed with how well it's packaged. Once I get everything out, I'll show you the bottom packaging. It's basically completely encased in foam when it's shipped, which is awesome. All right, first things first, I got the OBD2 dongle. I want to run the Torque app and keep up with some of my vehicle stuff a little better. This costs extra. That was like $5, $3 extra, something like that. Got a bag here with like tons and tons of input output options. Looks like a Wi-Fi antenna, GPS antenna, a ton of USB stuff. Antenna adapter for Chevrolet because they use that digital type style antenna. And wiring harness. All right, we got the wiring harness with the decoder. Now I can tell you this, for the money I paid for this, I was looking at, you know, your normal units and brands like Pioneer, Kenwood, things like that, and I looked at Scosche for what I would need to get it to work in my truck, and this little box right here from Scosche was like $70 by itself. So for the money I've paid for this, I think is a really good purchase. The all around, it literally is like, buy it, you plug everything into your truck, and you're on your way. Steering wheel controls and everything are supposed to work. My truck's actually a work truck model. I don't have steering wheel controls right now, but I plan on adding them one day. And this is kind of part of my thing to convert my truck from a work truck model to nicer, more cushy interior, I guess you'd say. Upscaled radio. I'm gonna add putting carpet in it. It does have power windows. I wasn't gonna buy a truck without power windows. I gotta have power windows. Anyway, so there we go. That's the wiring harnesses. This plugs into the radio, and 2 of these 3 will plug into the truck. Not sure which 2 quite yet. And I have heard that these things right here are like crazy loud, so I'm probably going to take like a piece of tape and put it over it. This is what replaces your dingerers for your keys and door left open, stuff like that. So I'm probably going to put a piece of tape over that just to get it a little bit quieter, because I don't want to take it all the way out. And last but not least, we have the radio. Now, like I said, this is the, get it out of plastic. This is full touch screen, no knobs, no buttons, which Xtrons does have versions of these radios, a little bit different models, 4 GMs with knobs, buttons, things like that. SD slots, DVD players, everything you could want, basically. And they do have those versions that have buttons and things that make them, in my opinion, look a little bit more like a factory radio, which is kind of the I guess their idea here. But this right here is, I wanted the 8-inch screen. Those options had the 7-inch screen because, you know, they fill up this area with buttons. But this is the 8-inch screen. I'm okay with having full touch screen type thing. This is basically like installing a tablet that's made to fit your vehicle in your vehicle. The back of it is like a single DIN style radio with more or less with a screen just attached to the front. It's got all your plug-ins for your accessories and things like that. There's just a crazy amount of things you can do with this thing. I was I've watched and read and all kinds of stuff, and this thing has been getting pretty good reviews in the 8.0 and 7.1 versions and things like that. As far, I don't know, I haven't seen any reviews on the 9.0 version, but we'll see how it goes. So, but this is the unboxing. This is everything you get, minus this, unless you pay extra. And like it's literally, you put your radio in, plug it in, and play. I mean, you're off. You know, you start putting up your personal settings and stuff like that. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and start getting ready to put this radio in the truck. I got a couple things I'm going to add in the truck, so we're about to get started with that. Okay, so here we are in the truck. We're actually going to take all this off, this whole bezel here, and we will, there's 6 7mm screws to hold the radio in, and we're going to do that. You may need a small trim tool, or if you're really careful, you can use a very small like a what's it called, Not a trim tool. Anyway, it'll come to me, and then I'll say it then. But anyway, mine, I know I've taken it off before, so just slightly pull at the corner here, just gently. You don't want to break anything. It is plastic, so just gently pull and kind of work your way around. There's some clips over here. Pull right here. Pull right here, and voila. One more clip right here beside your collar, and you just gotta get in there, and there it goes. Pull it out. All right, now be careful, because there is a couple little wires that hook to your power ports, and they have a wire that hooks to the back of this little drawer here, and I don't really know why. But you can just take this and lean it down out of your way, which is what I'm going to do. And you can see you got these metal clips right here, things like that. But that gets that out of the way, and we're just going to let it hang there. Next, you need 7mm just socket or a nut driver. You got to take out these 6 screws. Put them somewhere where you're not going to lose them, like cup holder, or if you have a little magnetic tray you can put them in, something like that. Take the 2 off the bottom, and that'll release your AC controls, and just hang them down very easily out of the way. Now for the 4 for the radio. Okay, so that's all 6 screws removed, and then we're just going to lightly give the radio a little pull, and it'll come out. And behind the radio you have your antenna and 2 plugs. You got a little clip on the back of them on the top, and you push down and pull it loose. Same thing with the second one. Then you have your antenna, and it might take a little bit of pulling because they're kind of hard to get out. Just be careful, can maybe kind of wiggle it just a little bit, and there you have it. There's your antenna. That's the back of the factory radio. We're going to set that out of the way. Now, I'm going to, this is actually a external microphone I have for some of my cameras. It's a little cheap one I don't use anymore, and I'm going to route this down around the column, and I'm actually probably going to put it right up here on my center of my column so it's right in front of me. But I'm going to get this routed, and I'm going to get my GPS antenna routed. I'm not very sure where I'm going to put it yet. Somewhere along the dash top area. And my Wi-Fi antenna, I'm actually just going to put right here. Just tape it right up in there. But I'm gonna go ahead and get these wires and everything run, and I will get back to you when we're actually installing the new radio. Okay, so we have our GPS antenna run. I actually ran it up here to this front corner next to the A-pillar. Have my microphone run right here in between my gauges on my column. Fished them through, got them right here, and now we're ready to actually put in our new head unit. I went ahead and took the liberty of plugging everything into the radio first, and you know what, real quick, I'm going to run and grab the duct tape because I forgot to cover this little this speaker up for this chimer. I'll be right back. Okay, so we got our speaker taped up. What we're going to do is we're going to start making some of our connections. I got the Wi-Fi antenna. Got to take this little cap off. GPS antenna. So we're going to get up here, and before we do anything, we're just going to go ahead and hook up the GPS. I'm going to hook up these ones that I won't be able to get to from the bottom. So hooking up the GPS now. Make sure we put it on the right way so we don't mess nothing up. Alright. Hooking up the Wi-Fi. And it screws on there. Make sure it's snug. You don't need to over tighten it, but make sure it's snug. Alright. And then I'm going to go ahead and hook up our antenna. It just slides in there like this. Make sure I don't push it, mess up that little pin in there. Alright, I think that's good. Then we're going to take our power connections and we're going to match them up with our factory plugs. That one doesn't match. What about this one? Alright, we have a match there and a match there. Okay, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to hang all this out here, and I'm going to slide the radio in, make sure I'm not pinching anything. Slide the radio in, get it in position, and I'm going to take 2 screws and just basically get them started, just to hang it there. And it is hot. Tell y'all what, it is overcast today and very muggy in South Georgia. It is very hot today. It's hot in South Georgia every day, but today seems especially warm. I'm gonna just take the 2 top screws. I'm gonna get them started in the radio just to hold it, make sure it doesn't go anywhere, or in case you drop something you have to reach down and pick it up. I'm not gonna tighten it up all the way yet. Not quite ready for that. Just get where it's sitting, kind of cradled where it should be. That That way you can check, make sure you don't have anything caught up, bound up, things like that. And as you can see, you have a ton of stuff hanging out here. So what I'm going to do is, like my speaker here, I'm going to fish it through this other side. And it does have double backing tape. I'm going to find somewhere to mount it over here, behind the glove box or something. This USB right here, I'm actually probably going to cut a little bitty slot in the back of my little cup holder that's under the bottom, and I'll show you that when I get to it. But right now, I'll tell you what, I'm going to turn it on, just make sure we have power and everything's working. Just let it boot up. And it said the initial boot up is like 30 seconds or so, and after that you can set it in a mode to where as soon as you turn your key on, it's ready. It basically keeps itself booted up through memory. Turn on the navigation. Try to use maps. Let's just see if we're getting any kind of signal. I might not, because right now it's not hooked to my phone or anything. I'm not sure if it'll work without the phone. Probably won't, because it's Google. Oh, I powered it off. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so it powered right back up. Let's back out of here. Try the radio. Try the radio.
Someone else did. Gwendolyn Christie plays Brienne of Tarth. She was one of...
Alright. Okay, so we got radio. That's pretty cool. All right, and let's see if we can like turn the radio on and like get rid of this screen. Wait. Go back home. Okay, and the radio's still playing. See if we can turn on navigation with the radio playing, and that's working. The radio's still playing. Turn the volume up and down. All right, so good. That's what I was worried about. I really want to be able to make sure I can listen to music through some of the apps and still work on or use navigation and torque and things like that. All right. So from here, what we're gonna do is I've got to basically I'm gonna clean all this up. I'm gonna mount that speaker, and I'm going to get my Dremel tool out and probably make me a little slot for this USB right here in the back of that drawer. And these two USBs I'm probably going to run over here and put in my glove box for just in case I need them. I plugged up everything because and the chimer works. It's not nearly as loud as I thought it was going to be. Take one of these rows of tape off. Okay. That'll work. That'll work. That's loud enough. That's all I want to hear. So I'm gonna take this take the USB, put it in the pocket, get all this stuff straightened up, cleaned up so there's no issues, and I'll get back to y'all just as soon as I have the bezel and everything installed. Oh, one other thing, when I go to put my AC in, one of the reasons why I left the top 2 screws loose is when I go to mount this, I want to make sure everything's all lined up correct and everything before I tighten down everything, and it's not going to move. So just want to make sure everything's all lined up so it'll fit when I put the bezel back on, and we'll get to you just as soon as I have this cleaned up, and I'll show you the finished product. Thank you. Tell you what, I'm actually very impressed. The fit and finish looks really good. It is it's got that little glossier black surround around the screen area, but I'm really liking it. And you can see I cut a little slot back here, slid my USB through, so I have easy access to that. I can plug my phone in right there. I don't mind having a little cable run over to my console or something from my phone, because I usually have it plugged up to the charger. I do have to get the dang get some cleaning stuff and get some of that tape from these wires right here rubbed all over the dash. Got it all blackened up and everything, but I got to get that cleaned up. That's no big deal. But there it is. It's in there. Like I said, the fit is awesome. I love how well it fits. I got the chimer set where I can deal with it. You can see the startup's pretty good, and I'm pretty happy with it so far. And we will what I'll do is after I get some apps loaded and learn how to use it a little bit, what I'll do is I'll do like a follow-up video, like basically I guess you'd say a review type thing, and I'll help try to teach some of the things I've learned how to do. That way, if somebody's interested in this radio in the future, they have a little bit less of a learning curve. But that's gonna do it. That's the unboxing and the install of the Xtrons. I don't remember the model number off the top of my head, but I will have it in the description. That way, if you're interested in this, you can actually find one for yourself. But it looks really good in the Chevrolet. I don't even have my phone Bluetooth to it right now because I'm actually using it to run my camera. So I will get everything set up, and I will do a follow-up video on this pretty soon. But as for right now, I think it looks pretty gosh darn good. Pretty good. Anyway, if y'all like this video, please subscribe. Check out some of my other videos. If you like RC stuff, please go check out my other channel, FRO-Z RC, and subscribe to that. And thank y'all for watching. This was the install and unbox of Xtrons for a 2007 GMC through 2000, or well, this is a Chevrolet, but 2000 GM product truck, Silverado from 7 to 13. All right, y'all have a great day. Peace out.